Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a new LEGO military video, today with a little review about my mini Su-35 from Russia. You may have already seen the video about this design. Here in the right up corner or caption the video you can find the video where I've shown you all the little details of this design in digital, while today we have it built with real parts. These are not original LEGO parts but a third-party solution called WeBrick. Maybe if you follow me from a while you are already aware about my collaboration with them, where I share their parts because the quality is quite good, I have to say. Maybe it's not identical to original LEGO parts but it's very close, and actually the final result is pretty nice. Now I'll show you how stable these parts are. As you may notice, I'm shaking it without breaking anything, but we will check it very soon. Before starting, I remind you that in the caption of the video you can find the links to download the instructions to build this design and many other of my designs, and the link to their shop to buy the parts. So you can decide to take my instructions and build these or my other creations with original LEGO parts, or you can find this cheaper solution. Usually the average price is less than half of original LEGO parts, so you can save, I don't know, 55–60% of your budget using these parts. Or maybe you can mix them because they are exchangeable, so you can mix third party with original LEGO parts without any problem. Here we have the prototype. This was the first step in this design when I tested some of the parts. As you may notice here, some details are missing because these were some spare parts I had, but were not enough to build everything. My spare parts are not only WeBrick parts, but also original LEGO parts. So here you can find also some proper LEGO parts, and they mix them together pretty nice, as you may notice here. So this was the prototype, but now I think we don't need it anymore because we have the final solution here. So maybe not my wisest decision so far, but okay. So see, it's still pretty connected, pretty solid. I'm still losing some parts, but this was the prototype, so they are not properly connected. Maybe later we can try to launch it, this one as well. I don't know, watch the video until the end and maybe I'll try to see how strong is the final design here. But now let's check the little baby here. For now I think we can remove the stand first. So here we can find the stand, wait a second, and some weapons. So for the stand and the weapons you can find the free video instructions here on the channel, clicking in the right up corner or caption the video. So these are for free. You can use it with my design or any other 1 to 70 design. So if you have your own design and want some weapons, you can use my solution. You can find the link here to them. There are more weapons here on the aircraft already connected, just to show you how they work, but later we will check also them. And for now we can check the aircraft first. As you may notice, it can stand on its own landing gears here pretty nicely. So you can place it on your desk or whatever with the landing gears, or we can use here the stand. Now about the design, as I told you before, here you can find the digital video about it, where we can clearly check all the little details, while here I'm a bit far from the camera, so maybe you cannot notice everything, but overall it's the same thing because the design is the same. Here it's simply built. In this review I wanted to show you only how stable is it, because in the digital version of course you cannot notice the stability of the project. See, here I'm swishing this one, so it's also playable. Let's remove for a second the landing gears so we can better check it with the stand. So for the landing gears here we have to remove, these are the hatches. You can see them better in the video I'm talking about from a while. So here we remove the hatches. This of course cannot close in this scale, but you can find here again in the right up corner or caption the video there is the playlist with all my designs, the Su-35 and many other Sukhois, in 1:35 scale, so it's the double of these size, and it has minifigure, the hatches can be closed, landing gears can be retracted, there are many more functionalities, but of course it's also larger than this one. In 1:70 scale, I have to say it's still pretty detailed. Also the dimensions are pretty nice, so it's not too small, but not even too large, because again, the minifigure scale version of this one is the double of the size. I have another one, so if we double this one by 2, this is more or less the dimension of the Su-35 in 1:35 scale. While in 1:70 we can reduce the scale by half. If you like more details, you can use the 1:35 scale, but of course it's larger, so you need more space to display it, and of course it's also more expensive because we need many more parts. Or you can choose this smaller solution that I think is still pretty detailed, but of course we have less details, you cannot place minifigure inside, many moving parts are not present. That's up to you to choose the one you like most. But let's continue what we were doing. So let's remove here the landing gears, so you have to remove them. In this scale, for the front landing gear, I have to remove this one and connect this one here, this way, perfect. And now we have it in the flying configuration. See, it's really pretty nice. The air intakes, I think they turned out very well. Again, I'm a bit far from the camera, but you can swoosh it, you can play with it. See, I'm shaking it pretty strongly, but see. And here we have the stand. Again, we can connect the stand here, this way, and you can use it on a stand like this. Here without the landing gears, with the landing gears, as you prefer. Here we have more weapons I designed. In my case, I decided to build a couple of them for only the missiles present here, so these two are the same missile, and same here, we can see the same missiles. While for this, I tested just one of them. Here we have a big fuel tank. This one should go here in the middle, so this way. I think you can see it. And then here we have some kind of, bombs and missiles. So here you can see all the weapons connected. They are pretty stable, pretty connected. Also here you can shake it without problems. They work very nice. And again, you can choose how many do you want. Another little detail I've shown in the digital video review. Here we have the main gun. Here we have a little main gun. And yes, of course, the only moving part here is on the back. We can move this way. And the review is finished. I hope you like this project. Check also the main video where I show you everything a little bit better, even if in digital. And if you like this design in this scale, let me know which one you would like to see in this scale as a new project. You can choose one of my bigger and larger design that maybe are too expensive for you, or they need too much display space, and maybe I can make them again, but in this scale. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little review. The parts again were provided by WeBrick. You also noticed how good they are actually. Not so different from the original Lego parts. Anyway, I like these parts. I will continue using them to test my designs in real life, or at least most of them, like this one. And as I promised, I will now test how strong the connections of the final one are with the stand. No, I think the stand, it can be removed. So let's throw it and see what happens. Okay, in this case, it didn't even disconnected this one. These parts are still working, but overall also the weapons are still connected, except for one that I don't know, I will never find again. But for the last time, is pretty sturdy. I can recommend these parts because they work very nice. And that's it. See you again next week in a new video. Bye!